Tim Poole here, editor of Gambling Insider. I'm with Olga from SoftSwiss. Olga, can you tell us a bit about your role and how the show is going for you today?
Yeah, for sure. My name is Olga Risiga and I'm head of business development at SoftSwiss. So I'm responsible for the iGaming platform, for the sportsbook solution, and for our quite new jackpot aggregator. As for the exhibition, it's always quite productive for us. And this is a great chance and a great opportunity to meet our partners, I would say our friends, and to have small talks and also discuss our new features, new functionality, and our plans for the future.
It's very busy, as we can see. Can you tell us a little bit about your latest products and what you're really kind of pushing here at the show?
Yes, for sure. I would say all of our products are always latest. I mean, we update our products constantly. And of course, I would love to mention our strong iGaming platform solution, which is quite popular among our partners. And this is kind of iGaming ecosystem for operators. And it's worth mentioning our sportsbook, which is gaining momentum. We have lots of new projects, and of course jackpot aggregator, which is a unique solution for our partners and for almost all iGaming businesses you can imagine, for game providers, for operators, and so on. So it's a jackpot tool providing an ability to create jackpots inside the casino, inside games, and so on. So, and of course, as I previously mentioned, we have a new functionality in each and every our product. So we have lots of improvements and lots of new features in our game aggregator, as well as the new back office of the sportsbook solution. So, and our iGaming platform, of course, new features, new data streaming, and so on.
We are very excited and happy to see all the partners once again after all the COVID situation that we experienced for the past 2 years. So the show is really busy and we're happy to see that.
How's business for you guys generally? What's new for you? And what's the kind of latest for Crazy Affiliates?
Yeah. So right now, obviously, we are closing down slowly the German market, and we're searching for other markets to expand. But the most exciting thing that is coming up in the end of the year is our own platform, where we will be able to create our own brands and be independent.
And a final quick question. Apart from the platform which you mentioned, what are you kind of looking forward to most for the rest of 2022?
We're looking forward to expand in other markets, acquire new licenses, and start expand our affiliation portfolio.
Absolutely grateful to be here. As I said, back on track. Like we hadn't had a show like in 2 years. Last year was the first time that we get back here in Amsterdam. It was probably in September. So I'm very grateful to be here again. It's very cozy and relaxing, the same as Amsterdam, like in general. So great show. Feeling very grateful.
That's great. And any plans for the rest of the year? What has B Gaming got lined up for us?
More licenses, more certification. We are all about the growth, so we are growing as a company, like people-wise, employees-wise. We are growing like in our portfolio-wise. We're adding new content, constantly improving old content and adding new content. We add new products to the product line because it's not about games anymore. It needs to be a little bit extra.
We're pretty excited to be participating on another exhibition. It's like pretty great for us to be standing out as the next platform, which is like a rising star in the industry, meaning that we are giving all the opportunities for players to come in and enjoy the game. We are providing new experiences, new features, and as a product platform, you know, it's something that we always try to innovate. We always try to cover all of the needs that our players have, and we're working on different models. So Nexto stands for the next technology that is going to interrupt the industry, and I guess this is something, you know, like pretty excited to be working on this and pretty excited to be on another conference. That's going great.
Tell us a little bit about the link between the two companies, because I know that Campion were very keen to own their own technology, and that's kind of the idea behind Nexto.
Thanks for that. So it's exactly that. Nexto platform is the one that's powering up Campion brands, and also it's now in a position to stand out in the market and become very competitive in terms of becoming a B2B provider that is going to be having the same features and the same functionality, everything that you could get as a commodity from other markets. So we're trying to do our best in terms of the UX of the product. Also, we're pre-integrated with pretty much everybody, so I guess we can stand out as a B2B supplier now and stand as a Nexto platform. Our relation with Campion is that Campion was our first operator that's having multiple brands on us, and their success is also our success. So we're pretty excited for both projects, and it's going very well.
Actually, this year it started getting amazing. The last couple of years has been down to the COVID and stuff, so it's been a little bit hard. But this year we actually find affiliates coming back in, and they're like, oh, N1 is actually interesting partners, so we want to actually try it out. So yeah, it's been a good conference so far, but it's only the first day. Can only go better, yeah?
Yes, it can only go better. It's only the first day. What are your plans for the rest of the year, for 2022? What can we expect from you, from M1?
I mean, we have a lot of plans, of course. You know, first of all, we're looking into new markets. Of course, like it's going to try some new markets. But we have something called mystery drops, like a new casino stuff that we have, and we think this is going to make the conversion rate going up a lot, because you need to do something new in the industry all the time to be fresh with the players. Players are a bit, you know, they want to have something new all the time. Either good bonuses or some new game or something funny going on.
I'm really first of all, I'm happy to be here because it's Amsterdam. I think it's one of my favorite cities in the world, and iGB is always collecting a lot of good people around it. I don't know, it's part of energy or part of affiliates, but I don't know why, but always when you come to Amsterdam, you can meet all the all the friends that speak, and you know it's never about business. It's business behind all these dinners, behind all these side events and so on. So really, I enjoyed. This is the best description.
Speaking of, you know, you said it's not all business. We're here to have fun, to kind of speak to each other, meet people, especially with the long breaks with COVID, where people didn't see each other face to face. But on the business side of it, what are the biggest things kind of EvoPlay are pushing and you know, showing people at this show?
To be honest, on iGB we never tried to show something because it's multi-focus affiliates conference, and for us iGB is an option to meet friends face to face, but you know, we were set up mostly in COVID time, and EvoPlay focused on digital things, and we're really experts in doing things digitally, starting from selling our games to showing it, all the demo products and so on, and we're pretty successful in this. So I really can't find anybody on this conference from the operator's point of view who doesn't know us, because we're already and also at least one member of our team is already in contact with this guy or with this girl, and they're just discussing some points. So when we prepared for the conference, the full days are booked with the meetings before we come in here. So we don't need to show something except our respectful to our partners and some kind of good mood. This is the most important thing here.
Sure, definitely. Final question from me. What are EvoPlay's plans for the rest of 2022 as we enter the second half of the year?
From the conference point of view, we are going to... where are we going? We are going to Barcelona in SBC. We are going probably to SBC Americas, for Latin America. And of course we are going to Malta on Sigma. I think from the conference point of view, that's all. And as I told several times, we are going to open several new markets. And it's Switzerland, Portugal, Spain, and we're thinking about Greece, but it's a bit complicated market right now for us. And of course, rocking out, growing users, growing profits. I don't know, making our partners and players happier at the mingle.
Extremely busy. So this is the first relaxed gaming stand outside of Malta, so we're really proud of it. And it's been really busy. So I haven't eaten since morning and I really love it. We have a lot of business, customers, so everything is super cool.
Big news today for the company. Simon Hammond, the new CEO. Could you tell us a little bit about the appointment? How do you feel working alongside Simon?
I think it's great. I worked with Simon before for 7 years in a different company. I worked with him for 2.5 years at Relax. I think it's really good. He's been very passionate about the company, so it's all great. Looking forward to it.
And for the rest of the year, for 2022, what are the kind of main focuses for you guys at Relax?
More regulated markets, we're expanding in US market, more jurisdictions, bringing more customers and building the best commercial team in the market.
Well, the show is fantastic, I say. It was better than I was expecting. I see actually a lot of audience coming here, a lot of visitors. Looks like after the pandemic the people really want to travel, they really want to discuss business, and it's all over the place that you see a very nice attitude of people that they coming to you, they asking about products and they trying to do business.
Definitely. We're in Holland. You've recently got your Dutch license. You've also expanded in Ontario recently. So anything you want to say about that?
Well, in Altenar we always trying to expand and grow. So it was a few weeks ago that we obtained a supplier's license in Ontario, in Canada. And that's a unique opportunity, I think, for us because it's a new big territory next to US actually. And now here in Netherlands, I think we're pretty much ready to go live as a suppliers with any Dutch licensee. And when it comes to the Dutch license, if I am allowed to say, there is a peculiarity. It is a requirement that we need to have when it comes to what Altenar does against match fixing. Well, that's a quite hot topic, I think. And in Altenar, with the experience we have all over the years, we do have definitely certain processes to spot and identify irregular betting pattern in some sports events. At the same time, we participate in MGA, Malta Gaming Authority Integrity Program. We discussed together with Sportrader about participation in their integrity program, but also we have applied for International Betting Integrity Association to be a full member. That not many members there, and we have to share information on what we see when it comes to potential match fixing. Altenar is definitely on the top of these things. We want to make sure that we battle the corruption and we go forward and serve our Dutch licensees the best possible way.
It's absolutely brilliant. It's been a great day one. A lot of interest, a lot of people looking at safer gambling and how we can contribute to their gambling operations. I think one thing is the interest in ourselves being the only stand here delivering that safer gambling training and that compliance message.
Yeah, it's been really good. I mean, we've not done the show before. It's our first time in Amsterdam, so we were a little apprehensive as to how we were going to be received. But the response from the operators and the B2B business has been phenomenal, and we've been incredibly busy. So we're hoping day 2 is as good as day 1 because it was an amazing day yesterday, really amazing.
For organizations like yourself, what do you look for when you come to a show like this? Because obviously, for a lot of companies, you're pushing certain slot products, sports betting software, but for you guys, what's the difference? What are you looking for?
I suppose there's an element of getting our brand out there and making people aware of our charities and the work we do, and also the training and how our products can help support customers. We're very much around sustainability, sustainability for the customer and sustainability for operators. We believe that if operators can put measures in place to identify potential problems with the customers, they can interact earlier and stop people moving to an out of control state with the gambling where they're going to end up having problems with themselves and their personal lives, and they're going to end up stopping gambling and self-excluding.
Yeah, I mean, as Ben said, I think it's about how we can support the industry, really, and we have a range of products that enables us to educate people that work within the gambling sector on looking at recognising vulnerability, gambling-related harm within their customers, and then upskilling them to be in a position where they can start to interact with them to the point where they can start to assist them if needed, and then signpost them. So our role really here is to gather support and to give support to the operators when it comes down to safer gambling.
And a final question from myself for both of you. We're sort of halfway through 2022. For the rest of the year, what are the kind of biggest projects and maybe charity drives that, or safer gambling drives that you guys are looking to kind of get out there?
Yeah, I think, you know, particularly with such as the UK and the white paper that was potentially going to be released this week. There's a lot of change and very much around our training and getting the message out there that, you know, our training can get operators ahead of the curve. You know, we already have the training that help you identify acts and evaluate, which is what the UK GC want. But also we can support people across Europe and other areas as well, very much sharing the voice of lived experience, increasing awareness and understanding, and helping operators, you know, have a more safe and secure environment for the customers.
And we work quite closely with a lot of operators that have multi-jurisdictional businesses, and we've seen a leveling up. You know, especially in Europe, we're seeing operators now that are really starting to up their game when it comes down to social responsibility and safer gambling training. So from our perspective, I think we'll see that we're now branching into Europe a lot more than we have done previously, and the demand is almost like Ben said, is the operators are starting to sort of put themselves in a position where their teams are better educated around safer gambling to be ahead of the curve when it comes down to gambling legislation. So yeah, I think this will be a phenomenal year too for us as a business.
So far it has been very good for us. We really enjoyed it. Actually, we met a lot of our existing partners. We met a lot of new partners. So exactly what we came here for. We actually expected a little bit less, to be honest. Usually the Amsterdam affiliate conference is not quite as active as LAC, where we were as well, and it was very, very good for us. So we were very happy to see how many people actually came here. So obviously exactly what we came for, and we're hoping to do even more business.
So, talking of business, what for the rest of the year have you got planned for 2022? Anything in the pipeline?
Yes, of course. I think one of our biggest ones is Netherlands, which is coming up. We're hoping to launch very soon, actually. I cannot tell you exactly when yet, but it's probably going to happen within the next few months, and that's going to be one of our biggest ones coming up, actually. We have a few more things in the pipeline, but let's see when I can talk about that.
Yeah, really good. You know, a lot of operators, which is obviously from our perspective as a supplier, is really, really good. You know, very interesting conversations as well. So I've actually really been impressed with it this year. It's great that COVID is in the rearview mirror, I think, especially considering what we did in September of last year, where it was completely restricted, and you know, I think people were a bit nervous in terms of traveling and everything like that. So. You know, it's been a great success so far, and you know, we've got a lot of leads. It's now, after this, is about qualifying and then executing on them. Okay? So really happy with how it's been.
And on the product side for Omega, what's the latest for you? What's kind of the biggest focuses as we kind of approach this? I guess we're halfway through 2022.
You know, we've had a huge pipe of integrations that we've just completed in Sports Radar and other sort of payment methods. We're showing off our data vault as well, which we did for the Dutch market and other markets as well. And also our Corona Spotted, which is a real-time customer reward and engagement tool using our own Kafka event stream. Really cool technology, really innovative stuff, and I think people are really loving that when I've been demoing it here. So yeah, like, you know, that's kind of on the product side what we've been doing. And obviously when you have it sort of unified and put all together here, and you can show people sort of in real time how it's working and doing demos, I think it's people really see the value in it.
Look, it's Amsterdam, it's iGB. Again, we're delighted to be here, and you know, we're reflecting on the last year. iGB last year was the first show out of COVID, yes, in October, but actually the amount of work and momentum that we've built from Amsterdam last year to Amsterdam this year, we're very happy. Amsterdam's a fantastic city, and Clarion have again delivered to us, so we're grateful for that, and you know, we're growing accounts and getting new business.
Sure. Recently, well, very recently, you've signed a new deal with the Luis Figo as your sports ambassador, which we at Gambling Insider exclusively covered. What do you make of the deal to sign Luis, and how can you see things going with you and Luis in the future?
I think that, you know, firstly, thank you guys for covering that. It was a pleasure to work with you, and I know a lot of hard work went into it. I've worked in football previously, I know how footballers can be, but obviously Luis is a great guy. And you know, we're cooperating with the legend that is Luis Figo. I don't really think I need to say much more than that, but he really does epitomise everything we're trying to achieve as a brand. You know, he showed great courage in his career at the clubs he played for, the moves he made. So yeah, we're delighted by it. I think
You know, we made a statement at ICE, and Digitain is always trying to continue the momentum that we've had over the last 2 years, and it's a great idea for us to continue that momentum, make a statement to the industry and really show that we are committed to growing our brand and servicing our customers in the right way.
Sure. And aside from Lewis, for the rest of 2022, the upcoming months, and moving into 2023, any other plans for yourselves at Digitain?
Well, I think obviously we've done a lot this year. We've had our live dealer launch. We've got Galaxis as part of the Digitain group. There's some more things coming. We've launched our virtual sports. We average over the 90,000 events per month on average this year for the sportsbook. But I think, you know, we've got the World Cup. The World Cup in Qatar. I know it's coming because my flights when I fly to Armenia are via Qatar, so they're getting expensive now. You know, we've got our campaign, Sportsbooking Your Future. Speak to us and we can get you live for the World Cup and take you through what will be a very exciting time for the industry.
To be honest, I love iGB. So it's my third time visiting iGB. So twice was before COVID period, and this vibe is what I love in gambling industry. Everyone is happy, everyone is open to discuss a partnership or just share ideas. That's what we like to do in Atmosfera, you know, to discuss any potential products or things or tools that could help you to rise more quickly. So comparing, it's my personal opinion, comparing to ICE, I like this vibe more. Because ICE, it's quite formal. It's good, for sure it's good, it's worth to visit, it's important to be there, because if you want to be in this industry, you must present yourself, your company there. But just here I feel myself much more better to perform maximum. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And when you talk about kind of, if we talk about what you've maybe achieved at the show, what you were trying to do at this show, what's the kind of latest, the main focuses for you guys as a company?
Yeah. So we dream, we want to start working in new markets. Markets like, for example, Greece, Sweden, Spain, we'll see Romania, and here we have had a lot of meetings with our partners, existing partners, and trying to collect information from them, so their advices, where from their point of view we need to focus. So as I got it, the Greece market is grow fast, and a lot of our partners already have opportunity to work there. So this will help us also to not change strategy, but to update it and getting the needed certificates, then step also to these markets. So this was the main goal, and I hope we achieve it.
We're really excited to be here and to meet our partners. Since we rebranded on 1st of June, we would like to show everybody that it's still the same team of professionals that are delivering really quality products, and now we're expanding also our portfolio. So we're really happy. We're introducing also live casino, the newest vertical that we have, and we're so happy to present it to everybody, to explain what we're doing, to show them our plans, and it's great to be here.
You mentioned new verticals and new products. What kind of markets are you moving into in 2022?
Apart from Europe, that is growing really well for us, and we're well established here, we're also headed into Latin America, and we're doing a lot of different moves there. So yeah, it's exciting in terms of not only product, as you mentioned, but in terms of markets. The company in general is growing. So it's a really exciting moment for us.